Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tomato Blues Kitchen. This is me Anusha back again with another video as a part of the meal planning and prepping series. Today we are going to talk about 3 no-cook make-ahead breakfasts. But before that, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for regular recipe and video updates from our channel. If you're someone who's working and who do not have the time to make breakfast in the early morning rush, then these 3 no-cook make-ahead breakfasts will be a savior for you. Just because you do not have the time does not mean you have to compromise making breakfast. You can make all these 3 recipes over the weekend and just keep them in the fridge and grab them in the morning while you go to office, and that's it. Your breakfast for the week is sorted. Now come on, let's get started. This video has 3 recipes which are all make ahead and no cook. So the first recipe features a very popular local fruit available here in Singapore. I'm going to be using dragon fruit and I'm going to be whipping up a very delicious smoothie bowl, and this is how the smoothie bowl looks. Very pretty, isn't it? So let's get started with making our first recipe. Like I said, it's a dragon fruit smoothie bowl or a pitaya smoothie bowl. To begin with, let us add 5 strawberries to our bowl. I've hulled them and chopped them, and then I'm going to be adding 1 small banana which is being chopped roughly. And then I'm going to be adding 250 grams of peeled and chopped dragon fruit, which is also called as pitaya. I'm using the purple pitaya. You can also use the regular white colored pitaya, but again your color would be totally different. So this is the combination of fruits which I prefer in my dragon fruit smoothie bowl. You can always experiment with the kind of fruits that you like. You can add mangoes, you can add blueberries, you can even add stuff like apple or pear, and that would give you a denser smoothie. Now to this I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is optional, but I highly recommend it because the flavor is so good. Now to this we are going to be adding about 250 ml of almond milk. Again, you can use any milk of your choice, non-dairy milk preferably, because in the morning it always helps to have non-dairy milk. So I've added 250 ml of almond milk. You can use coconut milk or cashew milk or rice milk or oat milk in place of the almond milk that I've used here. Now this is how it looks. We're now going to close it and we're going to blend this into a really smooth puree. I like my smoothie bowl a little chunky. That is the base of my smoothie bowl a little chunky. So I'm not going to blend it really smooth, but then I'm going to leave a few chunks of fruit here and there. Now that this is all blended up, let us transfer this into a wide bowl. You can see a few chunks of fruit falling along with the smoothie, and this is how it looks. Now let us make this purple pitaya smoothie bowl a little more delicious, nutritious and exciting to look at. Now I'm going to be adding a few toppings. You can always mix and match your toppings with whatever you have on hand. Nuts, dried fruit, cut fruits, anything works well. Even nut butter works well. I'm adding 1/4 cup of chopped mango to this. I've just used the locally available Thai mangoes. Again, like I said, the sky is the limit when you want to choose toppings for your smoothie bowl. Now to this, I'm going to be adding about 1 small banana which is being sliced. I've used the local cultivar again. It's just Cavendish banana. And once we've added the bananas, let us add a little bit more texture to our smoothie bowl by adding a few, dried fruit and nuts. I'm also going to be adding a couple of seeds today to amp up the nutrition value, like I said. So I'm going to begin with a few goji berries. I added about 1.5 tablespoons of goji berries. This is a very popular dried fruit that is available widely in Singapore. It is very popular in traditional Chinese medicine and is supposed to be full of antioxidants. So now I'm going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of chia seeds. If you do not have chia seeds, feel free to substitute basil seeds that are widely available in India. Next, let us add some pumpkin seeds. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds today. Like I said, you can mix and match any kind of seeds and nuts and fruits for your smoothie bowl. And that's it, my friends. Our gorgeous, delicious, nutritious pitaya smoothie bowl is ready. So you have to serve this chilled for best taste. So I recommend making this the previous night and chilling it in the fridge and then having it the next morning. Top your bananas just before serving it up. Now let's get on to our next recipe. I'm going to be using rolled oats for this. In case you do not have rolled oats, feel free to use poha or millet flakes. I've taken half a cup of rolled oats for today's recipe. This is a no-cook overnight oats that I'm going to be making today. To this, I'm going to be adding some bananas. You all would have figured out by now that I really like bananas. But before we add our bananas, let's add 6 strawberries which has been hulled and chopped. I'm just sticking them to the side of the glass because it looks really fancy when I'm going to eat it up the next day morning. So this is what I'm doing basically. You can just skip this step and put all the strawberries inside just like that, or in a pile. So I'm going to be adding about 8 strawberries which has been hulled and chopped into thin slices. Again, a very good replacement for strawberries in this particular recipe would be papaya. So now that we've added the strawberries, let us get on to our next ingredient, which is half a banana which has been sliced. You all would have figured out by now that I really love bananas. I like adding bananas to pretty much any kind of fruit-based stuff that I make. Now I'm adding half a cup of chopped mangoes. Again, a good substitute for mangoes would be adding chiku. Chikus also lend a beautiful texture and flavor to your overnight oats, so you can add chiku as well. So now that we've added the mango, the strawberry and the banana, let us get on to adding our next few ingredients. I have chosen to add 1 tablespoon of goji berries today. Again, I simply love the slightly tangy and sweet taste of these berries, so I pretty much add it into all my fruit based breakfast. I'm going to be adding 5 to 6 almonds. Again, you can substitute almonds with walnuts or cashews or pistachios. uh, like I said, the sky is the limit for making overnight oats or for smoothie bowls. I'm now going to be adding a few pumpkin seeds. I've taken about 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seeds. You can also use sunflower seeds or melon seeds in place of the pumpkin seeds. Let's add half a teaspoon of chia seeds to our overnight oats jar. And this is how it looks. It looks quite pretty, isn't it? Now, let's get on to adding a quarter teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can skip adding vanilla extract if you're not very fond of it or its flavor. I'm now going to be adding half a cup of freshly pressed thick coconut milk. You can always use regular dairy milk or yogurt or almond milk or oat milk or rice milk in place of the coconut milk. Now make sure that this quantity is enough to soak up your oats in the night while it is sitting in the fridge. Otherwise, your oats is going to be raw. So make sure that there is enough to soak up the oats. I find that half a cup of liquid is just enough to soak up my oats because again, the fruits will also ooze out some liquid. So this should just be enough. This should just cover it. Now once all this has been added, let us add 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Adding maple syrup is completely optional. You can completely skip this step if you're not very fond of adding sweetness to your overnight oats. Again, if you do not have maple syrup on hand, you can add date syrup or you can even add honey. Now close the jar and then give it a good shake just to make sure that all the fruits and the nuts and seeds and everything gets mixed so that it's all soaked and the flavors are nicely incorporated together while it is sitting in the fridge. And that's it, our overnight oats jar is done. So let's get on to making our final recipe, which is the third recipe. I'm going to be making a chia pudding today. I'm using 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Please do not increase the quantity of seeds mentioned over here because chia is a laxative. It will tend to give you adverse effects if you use more. Now to this I'm adding quarter teaspoon of vanilla. You can switch vanilla to a quarter teaspoon of lemon juice if you're not comfortable adding vanilla. Now to this I'm going to be adding half a cup of chilled coconut water. So once we've added the chilled coconut water, let's give it a good mix and wait for the chia seeds to bloom. You shouldn't consume your chia seeds until and otherwise they have fully bloomed, and you should not consume your chia seeds without adding liquid as well because they tend to expand inside your mouth and in your throat. This may cause breathing difficulties in certain people, so please be very careful while consuming chia seeds. Now that we've done all this, let us add about half a cup of finely chopped mango. Once we've added the mango, I'm going to be adding about 2/3 of a cup peeled and cubed pitaya. So you may all be wondering why pitaya, because pitaya has a slight tangy flavor which goes off very well with the sweetness of mangoes, and the flavors are just amazing. The next day when you eat this chilled chia pudding for breakfast, you will really thank me for it. So I hope you all enjoyed watching these three no cook make ahead breakfast as a part of our meal prep and planning series. We'll meet you all again with another video very soon. For more recipes, please do not forget to visit tomatoblues.com, and do not forget to like, comment, or share this video with your friends and family, my dear friends. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again with another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.